Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are alive. Here we go. Back, everyone. I apologize if I did show up kind of late party. Unfortunately, my computer mouse has been acting up a little bit recently, and yeah, I had some problems with that. So I do apologize those who were not who were paying who were in the stream and didn't really listen. So for those of you for your first time in this stream, hi there. My name is R Anime. I am also known as Robbie Evans, and I've been doing content for about 6 years now. I believe last year was my 5th year. Dang it! You have to realize how long you've been on YouTube for. I started back in 2018, which was a very long time. But I do apologize if um, once again for not for appearing a little bit later in the stream. So let me talk about what's been going on with me recently. So as you heard probably about the two of you who are watching right now, hoping we can get those numbers up sometime soon. What I was saying was so unfortunately after a long time of consideration, VidCon Baltimore has been canceled, unfortunately. So if you were planning to meet me, if you were planning to say hi to me or meet me in person, or want to meet me in person, unfortunately that will not happen. Yep, they're unfortunately focusing more on the Anaheim one, which is in June, which already passed. But that's perfectly fine. Possibly next year, I might go to the one in Anaheim. So I might see some of you guys. However, depending on what my schedule is, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. So currently, right now, let's get back into content. So currently, right now, episode 6 of Walmination is right now in process of making. Right now, I have an episode idea. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out, but I think this one is actually gonna be a fun one. I'm not gonna spoil anything. You only see that first little clip right there that explains the story a little bit. But I'm not sure how it's going to be because I'm kind of figuring out how that story is right now. Does anyone have any questions or anything about what's going on in the episodes, or are you kind of interested in like what's going on in the show itself? Any questions? I'd love to hear what your responses are. If it, Ben. So yeah, I guess I've been kind of busy with the series recently. I've been busy with a lot of stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to balance it out a little bit. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. I and if you and for those of you who are fans of Walmination, I do want to ask you something. I did ask this in my community tab, so I want to see how you guys think. Which season is your favorite, and which season is your least favorite? I made a little tier list in my Discord. I made a little Discord thing about me ranking the seasons. Any particular things about the episodes that you thought were just good? Like, was there a season that you think was like the best, or was there a season that you're like, I didn't really like it? For me, the first 3 seasons were bad. Arguably, those seasons are my weakest because no development, no growth, nothing. Particularly with the first season, I thought was okay, but it's like but I always put that one above the first 3 because it's like I just started. I was a younger kid. I didn't really know what I was doing. Now, kind of figuring out what you're doing right now, season 2 and 3, like that was just lazy behavior. I was in, and it was worse because I was in online learning, and I had so much time to use that time up, but I didn't really know how to write a series that much. Ooh, season 6. Okay. Ooh, season 4. Okay, that's a good season. I like that one. I really like that one. Uh, season 4 was another good start for the show. I think that was one of my favorites. Honestly, if I had to pick like a starting point for a season, that'd be one of my favorite. That'd be a season I would start with. 5 and 7 were just seasons that I just thought were just. I mean, they were all right. I didn't really like the outcome of 5. 5 was just. I didn't like Mike winning. I just didn't see it. It was either Isabella or Blocky were better choices in my opinion. Like Gede was just viewers, but yeah. If there was one thing I would change about season 5, make it contested voting. Uh, I wouldn't be like, oh, I would go back and one person did come back to me and say, hey, you should rewrite the episodes. I'm like, it sounds like a good idea, but like, I already like them the way they were, despite not liking them. It's if I didn't have that development I got in season that I made in season 4, then why would I was just starting, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So 4, 5, 6, like mainly 6 is my second favorite season in my opinion. It's a good season. I think it was fun. Okay. Okay. That's a good question. Um, so Shane, I had a lot of people wanting Shane back. That's the reason why I want him to have like a better chance in the show. I really like Shane. So and Cecilia, I could do more with. I think it's just more than just she's just a basic night person. I think I want to see more development in their personality. Kind of like I like there's like sometimes sequels do a good job of this, like giving like other characters who don't really have much screen time more screen time. Uh, arguably, in my opinion, Cecilia and Shane were actually decent decisions for the show. Sure, they weren't the best. No, they weren't. They weren't crazy enough to like, oh, I love them. That wasn't me. Um, I've always loved those characters. They were two of my favorite characters in the show. But I have a lot of favorites in season 6. Actually, Jay's one of my other favorites. He's actually a really cool character. I really like him. But also really liked, surprisingly, despite what Renshi did, I thought he was an okay character. Like, you gotta write unlikable characters sometimes. Renshi's a good exception. Same with Dylan. No, Dylan does not return. He returned in season. He competed in season 9. He won season 9. That's winners don't win. Runner-ups can show up. That is still a character elimination rule, and I like keeping that rule because I just don't. I just get so angry when another character from past season we already see a lot of development with. We already see a lot of change from, and they're done. I think they're better out of the story. Like when you're writing a show, you want to make sure you're getting good writing. Like that's why I honestly think that's why I'm happy that I improved the writing a little bit. Like it's not just I'm it's just not the character being stupid. It's not just the character just being the character. There's like early bottle, I just did not like her. Like I just thought it was just too basic. Like that is one of my only critiques of season 6. I just made her so obsessed with Pillow and so obsessed with winning for Pillow that I ever realized that Bottle is more than this. Particularly when comparing to her past show. Her past show, which is the show she's in right now, Teapot, which is currently going on. Right now, Bottle has actually been my favorite. Is easily a character that I think I could do more with. That's why that whole season 10 thing is trying to give Bottle a little bit more development. And I think I'm happy with the development I have for her so far. There are a few things I do want to fix though, particularly with the writing for the show. I do want to try to make more interesting, unlikable characters. That's like, yeah, I'm good at writing nice characters. I love them, but I just want to kind of fix it up a little, you know, because I was on another show that does a good job with it. NJT Elimination. Check it out. It's a great series. They do a good. The creator himself does a great job writing the mean characters. And I think the terrible characters, even though some of us might not like them. For instance, a good example, in my opinion, is I'm actually a big fan of Jersey Avenue. Oh my God, one person. Okay, there, like Jersey Avenue has always been a character that I loved. He's just interesting. He's fun. His bang 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 joke is kind of, but he's a fun character. He has some good development. I think he's a great character. I don't know. Jerk characters are actually someone. Uh, so basically, I want to. Hey, okay, Moises. Hey, what's up? Okay, we got. I just want to try to see if we can try to improve some stuff, particularly the writing, for the show. I want to see if I can fix the show up a little, particularly with writing bad characters. I want to start making them some of them likable, because I think it's time to finally improve it. Okay, season 11 is not no returning contestants are coming back in season 11. That is not planned. Season 11 instead is introducing 12 original characters that I'm writing, that I'm creating. Yes, it's a little bit basic. It's a little bit not the best, but I mean, you already saw one of them. Everett, he's going to be in the show. Not Everett on this channel, but another Everett, who's based off of another friend, one of my classmates in real life, one of my classmates from last year. That's what sometimes the characters are actually based off of people that I know, but sometimes they're based off of stuff I felt in the past. So like a lot of the characters in the show, like you want to like here's another thing I want to try to see. Make characters relatable to, who you it can be anything. Maybe something you do in real life. Maybe something you do for a job. Maybe some people that you know in real life. Maybe that are like your friend or your family. Maybe even yourself. I write your characters the way you want them to be. That's a good advice I can give you. But try to make them likable. Don't just be like, oh, he's sarcastic. Give that character development. I've actually never seen the Amazing Digital Circus. I heard it's good. There's some good voice acting I heard in that show. So, although I kind of don't really want to follow it, I don't really like dark series that much. Hasbin is an exception, but it's a good series, and it's because I love Broadway theater. That's probably one of the reasons why I watch the show. Like almost half the songs on that show are like on my playlist, and they're exciting to listen to. Amazing Digital Circus, however, I have not watched yet. I really want to watch it. One of my close friends, he watches it. It's a good series. I heard he said it's good. That's yes. But I want to avoid. But I want you guys to avoid one particular thing. A lot of shows fail with this. It's called flannerization. Do not flannerize your characters. It means you're focusing on one. Should there be a weekly question series based on? Okay. it could work, but that'd be a lot of work to put in right now. I want to start more focusing on my YouTube shorts. I still want to focus on Wall Elimination. I still love the show so much. It's been like one of the prime parts of my channel, and I want to keep him so in my heart because it's a great show. A weekly question series could work, like I said before, but maybe instead of it's like, I don't know, every 15 episodes, like something like that. Like something that just is, but something that's related to the plot, not just, does Wobbly like pizza? Like, don't give me that. Don't give me that, please. I don't like that. Like, connect it to the story. Like, connect something. Like, if you don't connect it to the story, then it doesn't make sense. If I would rather give like those fun facts like on my Discord server or my YouTube community post. Shout out to please check that out if you can. But please, when you write a like connect it to the, like if you ever have a Q&A, connect it to the plot. Don't just be like asking Lawbook trivia questions off the bat. That I don't want that to happen. But I think it's so funny that Owoshi, one of the creators of the actual creator of Walwick, NGT Elimination, a little bit. That's where I got him. He actually watches the show, which is so funny to me. you watch the show like the creator's like, hold on, is my character? But it's supposed to be a spinoff. That's Walk Elimination is supposed to be a spinoff, and I like that he likes the spinoff. I think the show myself, like, it's not the best show. It's better, but not as great as like Total Drama or other shows like reality shows that like Survivor or BFDI is a good example too. I mean, I don't even classify myself as as the show is a BFDI thing. It's just its own thing. It's just like a fan made thing. You know, you got like on Wattpad, there's like fan fictions. Like, think of that. Imagine that. Just like, but instead of getting it on paper, it's in. Most people rip off the series, but yes, particularly one good example is Hunter. There are a lot of good examples of series that are do that example. I do want to do this. Camp AC, a show that is not good. I rewatched it. I looked back at it and I was like, what the heck am I watching? I thought it was bad. Honestly, the character designs were just the things that I was listening to. There are episodes where characters do not even have lines. It's just disappointing. Like, either way, I would kind of either do a few things. One, shorten the cast. Two, redesign the characters for sure. Some of those designs are terrible. In my opinion, are not the best. I wouldn't say terrible. Terrible would have been the word. Some of them are actually really well designed. Thirdly, don't copy off a Total Drama. Total Drama is its own thing. Don't do that. Like, we get it. You want Connor, you want popularity. I get it. I want it too, but copying a series is a terrible idea. That's why I got rid of my Hey Arnold Specified Inspiration episode, because it copied half the script, almost all the script. And I got rid of it because I just was upset. Yeah, that's just not interesting anymore. It just kind of ruins the idea. That's why I kind of got rid of the troublemaker. I slowly got rid of like the character elimination elements, but still keeping certain things. For instance, I kept team challenges. I love naming teams now. I can come up with very unique ideas, but the team names are not like in season 9, the team name ideas, they were kind of giving it the Teapot vibes a little. Teapot and BFDI a little. That's what it was kind of inspired by. That's inspiration. Also, I had to think of like things off my head, and literally BFDI and Total Drama are like my two inspirations. The confessionals are kind of give that little unique idea anyway too. Sure, it's kind of like the Total Drama thing, like it's just the confessionals from the show. But other reality show type animated shows do that. Total Drama is not the only one. Disventure Camp does it. There's other, which is also inspired by Total Drama. That show got in trouble with a lot of it at the beginning of it, but later on it became its own thing. And I respect Disventure Camp because it's a good series. I haven't watched All Stars entirely yet. I've only watched like the first episode, but I do want to go back someday and watch all of it because it sounds like it's a good series. Like you can say there are some good series with confessionals. Reality TV is one element you could use. Okay, Dayton. Dayton, he has very interesting ideas. East was a fan of Newton's Castle for a long time, but it was so funny because the show was not even in progress yet. I typed out the first script, but I got rid of it because it's just so bad. It's just dragging on to just characters that were just not memorable. And I did like the same mistake Connor did. I corrected that mistake and I shortened down the cast a little bit. So that way we have some characters who can get more lines throughout episodes and start becoming likable more and more. More than just one line an episode. I want to do more. I want to do more than that. Oh, and I would fix like maybe like this would particularly be a thing I would probably fix and yeah, Dayton's ideas, I love his inspiration. I love his character designs. I think he's a good guy. I really like him. But he's still a younger guy, and I don't really get some of his good dialogue. But I can't blame him. He's a kid. Hunter criticizes me all the time. I just deal with it because I know it's just a series, and I try to take criticism the way it is. But the problem is, what I'm saying is, you need to when you're doing a series, you need to make it likable. You can't just make characters such as, oh, I'm gonna make this character. I'm gonna be so interesting. I'm gonna love this so much. Like, he's just basic. Don't do that. Like, make your own content. And beyond the color, beyond Battle for the Colors Beyond could have been a great idea. I love that idea so much, and I loved designing those characters. In fact, the Huge Objects video was inspired by his audition thing. That's what I took the inspiration from. But surprisingly, Dayton, I feel like all of his fan made stuff is actually decent. Okay, so particularly ooh, so the most recent episode, huh? You really like that one. Yeah, that one was actually kind of an odd concept because I was nervous that I was going to offend, because I was nervous that a Karen was going to come in a person like a Karen, like what people call those terms nowadays, like, and a Karen goes, "Excuse me, you are offending." Like that's what I'm saying. Like, don't like that's what my idea I brought it to a few people. Like I brought it to Death. I brought it to like a few people in real life. And they were like, "Oh, hey, Grayson. Yes, this is my face." The thing is, that idea has already been done many times, and I took the inspiration from that idea. Plus, the characters did not want to be that way. You need to notice that. Like, this is why it's the like it's just a gender swap episode has to be portrayed well and correctly. Has to be portrayed correctly. Like that's why there are some good episodes from I'd say there are a few good episodes from people from who do the like a good few good series that I think do a good job with it. I can name a few off my head. I could just try to think of a few, but I'm kind of running out of ideas. Uh, yeah, but I'm trying to. That episode was actually one of my favorite one of my favorite ones actually. I actually had a fun time with that episode. Ooh. Okay, firstly, uh, Kristen Blue animator. Firstly, one particular thing that you need to notice: Rebecca is not related to Christian. They are two different people. Uh, and yes, I was disappointed with the cancellation. In fact, I was almost got a voice acting role. He almost wanted me for a role, and I was like, yippee! And then unfortunately, hearing that Rebecca died, it was just so sad to lose someone that you known for a long time. I wouldn't call, but please do not call him his girlfriend and wife. They are not related, and they have no any feelings for each other. They're just online friends. And yes, Grayson, this is what I look like in real life. See? Oh, Bluey. Good question. I have never watched Bluey, but I heard some good reviews from YouTubers like Eddie Boley and other YouTubers like The Odd Ones Out, and they said some good things about it. And even Scott Frenzel, a YouTuber who I met in real life, he had good reviews on it. He really likes it. And you know what? I really want to go see this. I really want to watch the series actually. Someday I'll tackle it. Someday I'll tackle it. I'm doing that with Avatar as well, but I don't know when I want to tackle it. Currently, I mean, the last series I've like tackled on myself was Has Been, but I do want to go back and watch some more series when I have the time. Uh, Kind of a self-promoting question. Uh, I don't really know what your music is like, but that could be interesting. I'm not sure. Uh, but yeah, I do want to make. But yeah, so I'm ending this stream right now. Please, if you can, subscribe to the channel. Uh, Click that notification bell. Check out for more streams. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm about to end the stream though, unfortunately. But please, if you can, subscribe. Please shout me out if any can. I want to try to get to 10,000 subscribers sometime soon. So we're gonna make this, and once again, I'm gonna make this a weekly thing. So next week, Tuesday, I believe it's I'm gonna check right now at 7 p.m. I will be live Tuesday the 23rd. I will be answering more questions from you guys, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get more stuff out for you guys. I really want to try to make this series. I really want to try to make this more and more engaging for more viewers. So hopefully we can try to make 5 into 10, or 10 into 15, or 15 into 20. I want to start a new era, and I just want to see if we can bring back people. We can try to make people like Vance, David, me, and even myself. Not me. I don't want to say myself. That's better to say. we could try to we can try to repair Beyond back to it where it was, but still add like new creative ideas for you guys. So please show up the 7 p.m. Share it around, people. Share it around. I'm gonna post it more about my server on Discord and on my community tab. So please, if you can, click that notification bell. Stay updated to what's going on right now. Episode 6 will be on its way Friday. Will also be on its way the 19th. So if you can, be there. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, thank you all for watching. This is our Animate, signing off. Have a good one, everyone.